All right, Impressions Expo in Atlantic City is right around the corner. I know we're all just getting back from Long Beach, but we're gearing up for the East Coast edition of Impressions Expo. And I've got a familiar face here with me today, Dave Connor with STAHLS. Dave, how's it going?
It's going fantastic. What a great start to the year. And yes, like you mentioned, we are ready for Atlantic City.
Yes, I know. You guys were very busy over in Long Beach, which is great because I know you're testing out some of the sessions and some of the new booth concepts, getting some feedback from attendees, which will help you bring that over to Atlantic City. But what does STAHLS have in store on the expo floor this year?
So a ton of cool stuff. Of course, the rise of DTF has made heat printing more prevalent in our industry here now more than ever, really. And so we're really bringing the tools to the show that are going to help decorators, whether you're a screen printer, whether you're just getting started, maybe an embroidery business. We're going to bring you the tools to bring quality heat applied decoration in-house at whatever kind of scale that you need it. We showcase much more than the direct-to-film too, so everything that's possible, from dimensional emblems and patches to, of course, screen-printed transfers, and even the heat transfer vinyl products that are giving decorators the opportunity to get those specialty effects or unique finishes that are really in demand. But even on top of that, the equipment, the machines, even the Fulfill Engine software that's really helping decorators focus on their goals and absolutely crush it here in 2025.
Love that. Yes, the STAHLS booth is always so inspiring. There's always, even if you're not getting a live demo, just checking out some of the examples that you have, people love to see that. So we'll certainly be seeing that in Atlantic City. Now, obviously the expo is a huge draw, March 20th through the 22nd, but we also kick off the conference the day prior on the 19th, and I know you in particular have a jam-packed day on the 19th. You've got the heat press fundamentals, and then also the Pro Day that STAHLS put on. What can you tell us about those sessions and what attendees can gain from them?
So that pre-show workshop day has been my absolute favorite day at the Impressions Expo. Yes, the trade show floor is awesome to see the latest and greatest, but those hands-on kind of extended learning workshops are so valuable to decorators because we really get to connect. We get to get hands-on and we get to focus on what's truly going to help their business. Sure, an hour and 15-minute regular conference session. I think I have the DTF success tips coming up as one of those regular sessions, but there's just something kind of magical about that longer classroom session, and they are always so interactive too. So, it depends on the audience in the room and really want to focus on the goals there. So the fundamentals class is a great way to start adapting heat printing technology into your business, whether you are brand new or maybe you want to bring a team member in to really get that pro aspect of these are the best practices. These are the little quirks and stuff that might trip a new operator up or just set somebody up for success. And then we go immediately right into Pro Day. So it's this primer and this fundamentals kind of lesson. And then we go all the way into in-depth looks at goals and successes and challenges. And we took essentially a survey of over 800 decorators and asked them where they felt they needed to work on things or where they were winning and the strategies that really helped them win. So we bring real decorator customer stories to life, really with a few different examples and markets. So, whether you want to focus on more efficiency or making more profit, getting more sales, or just being more relevant with your market, STAHLS Pro Day is absolutely the place to be right before the show opens.
Excellent. I love that. And I love that you spend so much time, getting those customer stories before the conference sessions, because attendees are making investments to come and take, 2-3 days off of work and closing up the shop or not doing production. So making that investment for that extra education is so important because it's it is really going to fuel the rest of your year. So we love to hear that. Now you mentioned, so obviously that's the pre-conference day, and the day before the expo. But then on the 20th, you have got the 10 things that you should know about DTF. So of course everybody's talking about DTF. So obviously you're not going to give us all 10 things, because why? We got to go to the session to hear all those. But maybe share like 1 or 2 things that attendees are going to need to know, and what they're going to take away from that class.
So the big kind of takeaway of that class is it is truly that success looks different to everybody, right? Different decorators, different sizes of print shops even, right? So we really break down the benefits, of course, of direct to film for anybody kind of new to the industry, but how each individual in that room could harness it for their decorating business, whether it be outsourcing everything, right? I know print shops that outsource everything. I know print shops that have direct to film printers in their facility and it makes sense for them. And I know a lot of decorators who just buy transfers and have them ordered in to apply themselves. So we break down the pros and cons of each, and then look at kind of what to look for in a direct to film transfer. But like, there's so much noise, so we cut through a lot of that noise, and we're gonna talk about what, that good quality direct to film transfer looks for. What are the things that just talking with decorators too, that are like, this I can't pass, this can't work for my business. So we look at some of those aspects of the quality of a direct to film transfer, or just the ability to use it to decorate on a different garments or different items. But then we also look at the artwork too. So we talk about artwork best practices. Dane Clement, absolute artwork guru in the apparel decoration industry, far beyond just screen printing here for the past 25, 30 years, joins me for that DTF session to really get deep into, not maybe too deep, I think he has his own artwork session on it, but to get that primer, right, of how you could have the best success with direct to film transfers, regardless of how you're kind of utilizing them in your business. So that one's been incredibly valuable, and I think in Long Beach might have been the most packed classroom that I've seen in a long time. So that I know that's how hot of a topic direct to film is.
Absolutely. And I love too that you're bringing in Dane. The conference agenda this year is great, because you've got speakers like yourself, and then also just bringing in experts and kind of, going off of each other's, feeding off of each other's stories. Love that. What are some of the things that you were hearing, and maybe too some advice for first timers that are coming to the show, some of the hot questions that they have, things that they should be looking for, and maybe some tips for them to get the most out of Impressions Expo?
Absolutely, yeah. And that's one thing that I love, the interactivity of that heat press fundamentals, because so many attendees and decorators there are either new to an Impressions Expo or new to the industry. So I get a real good perspective. A lot of it is in marketing and sales, right? Looking for, how can I grow my business, or leveraging the capabilities that I already have. Maybe they don't have a lot of money to make investments, but they're coming to really learn. And that's one thing that I absolutely love about trade shows and conferences in general, but the Impressions Expo specifically really focuses on that educational aspect. So come ready to learn. If you're coming to a show for the first time, map out those classes. I know the full conference pass is an incredible value for the experts that you could learn from, right? I've been decorating for 15 years, but there's plenty of educators like Dane, right, who's been educating at trade shows like this and in our industry for 30 years, right? So you get so much experience. It's very easy to get overwhelmed on a trade show floor with all of these different displays, but come almost with an extra suitcase to take home of all the free samples that you're going to get, because it's nice to save all of that and then digest it outside of the show, because so many things are going on. You talk to so many people. Bring business cards to network, but my main tip that I always give to somebody coming to a show for the first time is talk to the other attendees, talk to the other decorators, whether you're sitting next to them in an education session, maybe, you're just grabbing a bite to eat and you see somebody else with one of the passes on, or you're just standing next to them at a booth or walking through the convention center hallway. Just say hi, introduce yourself. And you'll find the magic of our industry in this community where everybody is so willing to help each other. We're all friendly. We're all nerds about any way you could put ink on a substrate. So if you really want to get nerdy about it and you're sick of telling it to your spouse every day, come to the show. Let's talk all things print, right? But it really is those connections that you make in any of the after hours events, or even just at the trade show floor. Talk to other decorators. You're going to find your tribe, as people say, and you could find a mentor, or you could find somebody who's in the same situation as you, or maybe they're in a slightly different market, so it's not even competitive. Maybe you find a vendor that you could outsource work to when you get too busy, or look for somebody for that advice. So really, it's coming with an open mind, ready to learn, ready to see the new technology. If you do want to see anything specific or talk to people specific, make a plan and make sure you schedule some time in there, because I know I've been guilty of it too, where you're okay, I'm going to go to the education class in the morning, and then I'm going to go see this on the trade show floor, and then by the time you look at your watch, it's already 3 p.m. and where did the day go, right? It goes by so fast. So it's good to have a plan, but it's good to talk to people and make those connections that truly is going to get you energized, number one, but give you actionable plans and or goals that you could start working on immediately when you get back to the shop.
Yes. And that is so true. Like, it is not about competition at these shows. It is about connecting and, and if you're a little nervous, like, just know everybody's nervous. So seriously, make it easy and turn to the person next to you to find out more, about what they're going through, because so many people share stories like, I'm so glad I connected with that person at Impressions because they became a valuable resource for the rest of the year. So
100%. Yeah. All it takes too is just a hello. Hey, how you doing? My name's Dave. Oh, where are you traveling in from? Oh, what kind of work do you guys do? What kind of markets do you get into? Oh, are you guys utilizing DTF? Do you have him? And now you just have you just opened up an hour and a half conversation with a stranger that you're going to leave best friends.
Yes. Yep. Everybody has at least one thing in common here at this show, and that is for sure. So, well, Dave, thank you so much, and thank you so much for being open. I know, another thing that you mentioned just to tell attendees too is, hey, if you've got game plan, things that you want to accomplish, reach out to our speakers and our exhibitors before you go to the show, because I know STAHLS and all the exhibitors, if you're getting attendee emails ahead of time, like, hey, I'm looking for this solution, when you come on that floor, they're going to be ready for you. And that's a great value that you can, do for them and also do for yourself to make the most. So, Well, Dave, I'm going to let you get back to it. I know we'll be seeing you in Atlantic City very soon, and I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember, at the Impressions Expo Atlantic City, the expo runs from the 20th through the 22nd, but the conferences kick off on the 19th, and there is still time to register for both of those, either the full conference pass or the expo floor. Check out social media for promo codes on our pages, and we're looking forward to seeing you out there. So, Dave, thank you. I'll see you in Atlantic City, and thank you for watching. I'll see you out there as well.
See ya.